I didn't see you there. Hey, I want to welcome you. Welcome you to our compassion camp this week. We're glad you're here and glad you joined us. I hope you were able to pick up your packet for the family, and you're going to be picking them up each several days. So, oh, wait a minute. I bet you're wondering who's behind this mask, aren't you? Hey, it's me. It's me, your pastor. I know I'm new here, so let me introduce myself to those that don't know me. My name's Eric Lane, and I'm your pastor here at Salem United Methodist Church, and I'm gonna be your storyteller here at Compassion Camp, and I'm excited about this, and I'm looking forward to seeing you as you come out and pick up your packets, and I'm interested in sharing these stories with you. They're great stories. Well, let's talk about today's story. Today's story comes from the book of Luke, Luke the 15th chapter. Now, Luke is in the New Testament. It goes like this: Matthew, Mark, Luke. Yeah, that's right. Luke is the third book in the New Testament. Luke the 15th chapter, 11 through 32. And you know what? It's a story about a father and his two sons. What about that? Listen, we're talking about compassion. That's what our camp is about, Compassion Camp. And do you know what compassion means? Well, let me share with you. Compassion means that I see your hurt, I feel your heart with you, and I'm going to work to ease your hurt the best way I can. Okay? Now, these stories that we share, like today's story, is a story that Jesus told, and it's called a parable. Okay? Jesus tells this story about a father who had two sons. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to pay close attention to any moments of compassion that you may notice in the story. And also, I want you to notice when you have those feelings of compassion for the people in the story. Can you do that for me? Okay, let's get started. Here's the story. Jesus told this parable or story. There once was a man who had two sons. Now, the younger son, he greedily demanded his inheritance. And then he turned his back on his family and he left for a faraway country. There, with his friends, he partied and wasted all his money that he had from his family. And soon, very soon, he became hungry and in need. Now, even though he felt ashamed, he was out with the pigs. But even though he felt ashamed, he decided to return back home, hoping that his father just might welcome him back. Well, when his father saw him, his father was filled with compassion. Now think about that. What if you've been away for, say, a week or maybe 2 weeks and you come back home? Think about how excited and happy your parents would be to see you back home, safe and sound. Well, that's the way his father felt. His father had compassion for him, so much compassion that he ran out and he threw his arms around his son and he hugged him. He was happy that his son was alive and had come home. The father was so happy that he throwed a big dinner for his son. He throwed this dinner with the best food and the best drink, just to give thanks at his son's safe return. Now, meanwhile, there was an older brother, and his older brother came in from the fields. His brother was hot and sweaty and tired. He'd been working those fields all day long. And when he got close to the house, he began to hear the music, and he saw them dancing. And he became very angry, and he refused to go in. His father heard about it, and he went to his older brother, to persuade him to come in. But his older brother said, "I've listened to you, Father, for all these years. I've worked hard for you, Father, for all these years, and you never once gave me a party. My brother comes home, and he's wasted all his money, and you throw him a huge party. What about that?" Well, the father said to him, "Son, I love you. You know that all that I have is yours. But people matter more than possessions. We thought that we had lost your brother and we'd never see him again. But now he's home. Please come to the table and celebrate with us." Wow. What about that story? I hope you liked it. I hope you liked it. When we listen to stories We can learn so much from the feelings of people. This is one way we learn compassion. We see, we listen, and we recognize what people are feeling. And this helps us to feel their joy, feel their hurt, and sometimes just to be with them. Sometimes it requires a bit more of imagination on our part because the story might not tell us directly what the people are feeling. Well, for example, you see, when I read this story, we might focus on the younger brother or maybe the father. But you know what? The older brother has something to show us as well. Compassion helps us to see how every human being is important to God and is loved by God. Hey, take the packet, read the story with your family, and share what's on your mind and talk about it. Hey, I want to thank you, and I hope that you'll join us again. We've got other stories to share with you. 4 more stories, okay? See ya. Have a great day. Love you. God bless you. Bye now.